And the mic is on. Hopefully you can hear me. I've got bars, I've got art, I got stuff. And now we're together again. Hi. For those of you who don't know, my name is Jeff Perryman, and I am the artist for Chain Reaction Studios. I have been missing for a little while, and yes, the beard is not dyed yet. It is still a work in progress. We've had some technical issues around here which made this office a little unbearable and too hot for me to do any live streams without sweating myself to death. And the fans that I had in here were way too loud to do any streaming with. So I had to forego and miss a couple of weeks, and for that I'm sorry. But we're back now. We're going to be back on schedule for the most part, depending on how. Hello, Spunkette. How are you doing today? For the most part, I might be missing next week's stream. It's a work thing, but we'll see how that works out and how that just overall plays through. But what I'm doing, as the title of this stream says, I'm getting ready for conventions. In particular, Phoenix Fan Fusion, which is coming up on the 27th of this month. I am glad you're doing well. I hope the little one is doing okay and that you're able to get some sleep. I have all kinds of new and exciting things I want to share with you guys. First and foremost is that thing I've been talking about and beating like a dead horse is, of course, Scuttled. Scuttled goes live on the 25th. Hey Mary, how you doing? It's nice to see you. I'm so glad you're able to join me. Scuttled will be launching on the 25th, which is 2 days before Phoenix Fan Fusion on the 27th on Kickstarter. Now I have put out a link for everybody if they wanted to be notified when this goes live so they know when to order their cards. I got as much as I could. That's always a good start. So I'm going to come over here and go bink. Whoops. Did I go bink? Yes, I went bink. So this is the link for the Kickstarter. It's also in the description of this video, but that QR code, that QR code, hey Sam, how you doing? Hey, Sam liked the stream. Nice. Thank you very much. That QR code will take you to the Scuttled pre-launch page on Kickstarter. It has a mouthful. Oh my gosh. And when you do click that link, it is going to take you over to a page that looks like this. And when you get to this page, if you could do me a favor and click on this notify me on launch. This helps me kind of guesstimate numbers and get a feel for how many people really want to buy a copy of this game and get it in their hot little hands and play it. Good morning, Lori. Go sign up, everyone. Yes, please listen to Lori. She knows what she's doing. The game is ready. For those of you who are not familiar with the game, it is a card game. It is a hand-shedding card game. And it comes with this wonderful box. This lovely... Oh, hey! Jealousy Kitty? I'm not saying that well. Please forgive me. But thank you very much for the like. Rulebook, which is illustrated and is as high quality as we can make it. The cards are all done. So one of the things they have you do when you put together a Kickstarter is say, what are the risks? Hey Tim, thank you for liking, buddy. What are the risks for getting this project done? There are no risks for getting this project done, other than we do not get enough people to order copies of cards. That's it. This deck right here that I have in my hand cost me $60. Now, I cannot ask you to pay that. If we can get enough people to order enough copies, thank you, Mary, for signing up. Be sure to hit that notify me on launch button, if you didn't. I want to try to get... Good morning, Travis. How you doing? Breathing Karma. Trying to get the price of these cards down to something that's reasonable. I mean, there are a lot of cards in this deck. This is a 126 card deck. Good morning, Kitty. How are you doing? Okay, Jelly Cow Kitty? Jelly Cow Kitty? Is that how it's pronounced? I hope I'm not butchering that. I apologize if I am. But good morning and thank you for joining us. This is a 126 card deck that I've done the artwork for. And it's done. It's ready to go. We've play tested it. We've got the rules like I showed you here. And it's ready to go. But you don't want to pay $60 for this. I mean, there are some people who are willing to pay $60 for this. Yay, I did it right. I want to try to... hey, nice to see you. Good to meet you, sort of, kind of. I look forward to having other chats with you in the future. I want to get this down to about $30 for you guys. $30, $35, somewhere in there. Yeah, it is a very fun game. I've played hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of rounds of this game, and no two games seem to be alike. And even in the write-up, we talk about this is a game for 8 players to as few as 3 players, and the 3-player games have been the most vicious games ever. They're so much fun. But anyway, I don't want to make this just one long advertisement for Scuttled, but that is the thing that's coming up. It will be launching on the 25th, and when you do hit that pre-launch link, it is going to take you to this page right here, and then you can click this button right here. I can't sign up for my own. And you can be notified when this goes to launch. Thank you very much for those of you who've already done it, and thank you for those of you who are going to do it. This is something that's very near and dear to my heart, but that's not all. Like I said, I've been preparing for a convention season. Hey, we're Master 6. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been preparing for a while, so we've got little tchotchkes. You know, we've got our keychains. Actually, these are hard to see, so let's take these out. These just came in. These are acrylic keychains. And this one is, of course, of Baby Cthulhu, because everybody needs some Baby Cthulhu in their life. We have Baby Cthulhu. We, of course, have a slightly smaller version of Icon Has. Let me see if I can get this open here. Product placement on screen not going well. Quick, think of something funny to say. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. No. Adam Westline. Here is Icon Has. Actually, it's backwards. There we go. Icon Has. These are very, very shiny. They came out very well. I'm very happy with the quality of these. The company that makes these is a little bit slow, and I think it's a smaller company, but I'm really, really happy with most of their work. We went round and round about the packaging of these, but, you know, if that's the only thing I can complain about for them, it's a good vendor, and I highly recommend them. For those of you who are interested in making your own keychains and other tchotchkes, I can recommend them to you in a PM. And, of course, we have Baby's First Horde. Now, these are not focusing very well, and I apologize. I think that's more to do with my camera. But this is Baby's First Horde. Going to need pictures of those. I've already got pictures of those for you, mate. Not a problem. But wait! There's more. And I didn't want this stream to be an infomercial, but it's turning into... I've just got so much exciting stuff. We all remember this comic when it came out. I put this out a couple of years ago, about 2 years ago, and I sold out. I mean, they're gone. No one could get them for a while. Of course, the pandemic hit. Actually, it's been 3 years, counting the pandemic. This is my Dungeon Notes collection comic, #1. This is the comic. It's been reprinted, and it's back for those of you who did not get a copy the first time. Ta-da! Here's another one. I did all the artwork for these. These are my characters, my D&D characters I've been playing since high school. But that's not all. As promised, I have #2. This here is the second copy of the Dungeon Notes saga. And of course I had to pay homage. So that's how that came out. I'm very, very, very happy with that. These are my characters, and everything inside came out really nice and crisp. I'm very happy with everything. So these will be available at my booth, which will be 1475. Ooh, all right. 1475 will be my booth number at the Phoenix Convention Center between the 27th through the 29th. And all of these and more will be available. I have new buttons and pens. I have more t-shirts that can be purchased. And, oh, how you like my set? Do you guys like the new set? Oh, good. I'm glad you like comics. Now, for those of you who are not going to be able to get to Phoenix, Arizona to get to this convention, I am willing to take orders. I take PayPal, and I'm willing to mail stuff out to you guys, but we'll talk about that later. We are working on a website. Breathing Karma, in fact, is the person doing all that heavy lifting for me. He has been amazing. He has been patient because he's dealing with a flighty artist. And he's also dealing with flighty printers who say, we can do something, and then they can't do that thing. But you know what? There are 25 other letters in the alphabet. We'll figure this out, right? But again, do you guys like my set? It's a little bit more colorful than it used to be, huh? It used to be just this black background. Now, oops, this way, I have dragon blowing bubbles. And I have Twas Brillig. Let me see if I can move my camera around just a little bit. There's Twas Brillig, although the microphone's in the way. Here we go. Put my microphone back so you can hear me. And we'll go over here and we'll look at Dragon. Those are a couple of samples of some pieces that I'm going to have available. These are 20 by 30 canvas prints, or giclées, if you want to get fancy about it. And these will also be available along with other giclées that I have. I have Night Flight, which is a nighttime scene of a dragon passing by the moon. Then I have Night Wall, which is a 3-piece set of a tree line and the silhouette with the moon. Apparently I do a lot of black crayon pieces. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think it kind of adds a little pop of color. But wait, I'm going to circle back around, and then we're going to actually do some art. And I do apologize, because I know that's why you guys are here, is to watch me draw. But I'm just so excited. I've got all this stuff. I mean, I never thought that this... I mean, I drew this. This was fun, but I never thought it would be something. And now here it is. I can put my little dirty hands on it. It's a something now. And I'm excited about it, and I really want to share this with you, and I really want to get this stuff to people who are interested in owning a piece of this. But back to the Kickstarter page. When it goes live, we're going to have different tiers, and I'm actually looking for some ideas. So let me back out here just a second. Do something that's probably going to make my partners like have small heart attacks. And I'm going to go to my preview page. I believe I can go to preview. Can I go to preview from here? View page. Yes, I can go to... No, this is not the page I was thinking of. This is not the page you are looking for. But wait, there's more. Buy now, and you get this genuine imitation wood pulp parchment with your personal purchase inscribed upon its surface, better known as the receipt. Let me see if I can get to where I want to be. I think I want to go back over here. Hey, how's it going? You're in blue. Inari Seiko, am I saying that correctly? I'm trying to get to something here. Let's see. Is it promotion that I want to go to? I want to see... Oh, preview. There we go. I'm trying to get to something before I show it to you guys. So I'm going to come over here now and show this. Now, this is kind of what the page is going to look like and when it goes live. And we do have some rewards here. And one of the rewards is going to be a limited edition. This is for a pledge. You get a copy of Scuttle, and you're going to get a I Back Scuttle 2022 t-shirt. Yes, you have a question. Please ask away. And that t-shirt's going to look like, this is a very low-res picture, and I'm sorry, but this is what that t-shirt's going to look like, and we're only going to have 100 of them. So for the first 100 people who do pledge to the Kickstarter at that level, they'll get this t-shirt. And so that's just something we're kind of playing around with for rewards, and I'm always willing to hear ideas from you guys, but unfortunately this is a very expensive thing to make, and I'm trying to make sure that we are able to make this, and hopefully we don't have too much trouble getting this made. That's my only fear, is getting enough people to purchase enough copies so that we can do this. But yes, Chantel, what is your question? And I never remember people's Twitter handles, and I apologize for that. Alright, so I'm going to close all this stuff out here and actually go back to what we were working on. Inari is right, okay. I think today we're going to work on this little rock here, because I'm not real thrilled by it, but this is where we left off about 3 weeks ago, and I've kind of piddled with it a little bit since we were last on, but I think it's time to kind of start doing some of the more finessey kinds of things. How are you at drawing fairies? Glad you asked. Let me see if I can find one for you. I have done a few fairies, not a lot, and let me see if I can find one that I've worked on. She's all over the place. Oh, I'm glad you love the t-shirt. Let's see, I think she'd be under character models, so let me, and I love it when my fans ask me questions and derail me. I remember when I first was going to work on this tree piece, I never got more than a scribble down. It was funny. Fuzzy Winkers, Gwales. I'm trying to see if I can find the fairy that I've done. Sometimes I can find them, sometimes I can't, because I have so many things in so many places it's not even funny. And yes, this is organized. You really can't see what I'm looking at, and that's good, because this is a mess. But let's see if I can find Flight Fiend Folio. It took me forever to find this piece again that we're working on tonight, or today. This is my night, your day. But I have done some fairies. I don't know where the fairy that I worked on is currently located. I'm kind of confused why I can't find it. The tree, template, dragon blowing bubbles. A lot of dragon blowing bubbles. Let's see. See if I can find. See if it's under base images. I don't think it'd be under characters, but maybe base images. Dice sketch. You would think I would have that thing all over the place, but I don't. Okay, let's back up one more. Let's go under here. Dude, I cannot find it. Doggone it. And of course, you know, as soon as this ends and I go looking for things, I'll find like 12 copies of the bloody thing. But I do fairies. They're not really traditional fairies, but yes, I can do fairies. We found out, Carmen. Congratulations! Yay! Oh my god, I'm so excited. So you need a fairy. You got a dragon, now you need a fairy. Got it. Let me I have to work on that one. I have to think about it. I have a raccoon tattoo that I have to do, and I now have a fairy that I need to do. Yay! And then somebody also wants me to do a butterfly tattoo for them as well. I'm always concerned when people want tattoos. I'm honored beyond belief, but it makes me nervous because this is something that's going to be permanent, right? And I'm just like, ah. So let me go dig around and see if I can find some. Hey, Ashley, how's it going? Yay, Ashley's here. I hope you're feeling well. I know you've got a procedure coming up, and I wish you the best of luck with said procedure. I'm very excited that you're getting everything basically getting your health back to where it belongs. So that's awesome. And congratulations to Karma and to you, Chantel. Oh my goodness, that is so exciting. All right. Back to actually attempting to do some artwork because, you know, I never get around to that in these art things. I have a Millie Born or a milestone here that I'm not, I've reused it and I've used it for different things. So let's open up my view here just a little bit so I can see the different channels. Yeah, okay, fine, be that way. Do this the hard way. There we go. And here's the milestone right here. So I'm going to look at that. And maybe I'll redraw this bloody thing. I don't know. I'm not wowed by it. Not wow, but I do like the colors. So I'm going to grab the 3 base colors here. I'm going to grab this color here. And what's this? Let me hide that. Okay, those are just the letters. So here I'm going to put that down. I'm going to get this color, and I'm going to put that down. Well, it's the same bloody color. What's going on here? Hang on. I think. Yep. Okay, hang on. Dink, 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 dink. And this can be bloody smaller. Doesn't need to be 16 pixels big. Let's make it a little small. There we go. There we go. And then, is this a layer? Okay, we're going to close that layer for now. Wink. And then I'm going to take this darker stuff. It might just be too subtle to see. And we'll just put that there. Is it darker? It is darker. Okay. And then we're going to take the light highlight color, and we're going to put that right there. And we're going to put a little there. And then I think the line color is that, and that's how thick that color is. Oh, hey Spunkat, what's going on? Do you have a link so that I can post your Kickstarter in the guild? Hell, yes, I do. Give me just a second. Just so happens, this is the preview, so we're going to exit the preview, and we are going to go to the promotion, and we're going to do the view the page. And actually, you know what? I can do this faster, but I don't know how to copy and paste anything into this chat. But this is the link here. But to make it a little easier to read for you, we're going to go back to here, and we'll just go pow. That's the link right there. It is basically https://www.kickstarter.com/projects/scuttled/scuttled. That is the silliest link in the world, in my opinion, because the name of the project is Scuttled, but then the thing that we're doing is called Scuttled. Instead of just doing projects/scuttled, they've got scuttled. Who knew? Also, for those of you who have your handy-dandy phones out, that QR code will take you to the exact same spot. So right now it takes you to, don't forget, the Blue Ribbon Army. Oh, yes, they have a monthly post for you to share this stuff. And I believe Sam is a member of the Blue... I'm a cartoonist. Cartoonists do it with sound effects. I believe Sam is a member of the Blue Ribbon Army, as well as other members here in this chat. So that's a great thing to do. Again, this will be kickstarter.com/projects, plural, /scuttled/scuttled. Or if you have your phone out right now, you can just use the QR code. Also, don't forget to put the Blue Ribbon Army that you have a booth. I believe Brenda, they put out something recently, and I think Brenda mentioned me, and so I put out my booth. Which, by the way, my booth is going to be 1475. I am on the convention floor with all the big boys, but of course everyone's in the same room. Artist Alley, as well as all the big vendors, are in the same room. I saw the layout. It is packed. Packed. This is going to be one of the most amazing vendor rooms I have seen in a very long time. You would have this on your website if you ever sat down. I feel called out. I feel a little called out. But you know what? He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's allowed to bust my chops, though. I love you guys too. Did you get that spunk yet? Was that enough for you to get it in there? Like I said, worst case scenario, use this QR code, TM, and it should take you to the exact same link. So I'll leave that up for a second or two more while I delay drawing. Yes, I am going to put that there. Oh, well, thank you very, very, very much. Like I said, the only risks to, I'm going to leave that up for a second. The only risk to getting this thing right here made, because look, it's a thing. It's real. I have it in my hands. There's no, well, we've got to find this and find that. And nope, right there. It's just people ordering it. I need enough people to order enough copies that we can actually pull the trigger and get these into people's hands. The way it lays out now, we're going to run it for 30 days. Takes a month or so to gather all the funds. Takes a while for that to be consolidated. Then we have to send it to the printer who did this. They have the files. The printer is going to, it's going to be a larger order than what we're accustomed to ordering from them. So it's probably going to be sent overseas. So it has to go to Hong Kong probably. Come back from Hong Kong. Get to me. And then me and my friends will be mailing these out to you. And I'm hoping to have them in your hot little hands by October, by the end of October, so that you can have them for stocking stuffers for this Christmas. That's how far out we have to plan these things, unfortunately. We've been doing this for 2 years now. Been playing this game solid for 2 years, refining. In fact, this deck right here, I lied to you. I told you this was a 126 card deck. There are 4 extra cards in this deck that we're experimenting with, just to make sure the play balance is there. And I think we don't need those 4 cards for this. We just might come out with, I don't know, some expansion packs. Who knows? But you have to buy this first. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and flip back over to here. Bink. And now we're back to this Milliborn. And I'm just kind of like, I'm not feeling this guy. So, I'm going to basically just delete everything except for these lines. I'm going to use these lines as a basis. Just delete some of this stuff here, just so I can have an idea of what I want to do. So everything can be done in layers. This is, for those of you who are not familiar with what I'm working in, this is Flash. It became Animate because what Adobe found out is there are a lot of in-house animation studios were using this to generate backgrounds and character animations fairly quickly. Shows like the French anime Footy Cootie uses this very, very well. And then for those of you who are Broanies, the My Little Pony, when it came out, was using that. Well, not Animate specifically. I think back then they were actually using Flash, whatever it was, 5.5, CS 5.5. But they found a lot of people, and that's why this looks like this does up here with all these numbers across the top. This is for me to place keyframes to have things happen over time should I choose. And yes, expansions would be very, very good. Remember, Bra helped made where you had to get a booth because they swamped you when they had a small yes, they did. They swamped me hard, and I was so happy for it. And I had a little something special for them too. I'm very grateful for my friends in Bra. I'm extremely blessed to have them and their support. I am never going to forget them. I'm going to just use this for sizing. I am not happy with this rock anymore, and I know it's going to be a milestone of some kind, and I think I want to be a little more prominent, and I'm not sure what it's going to look like, so we're going to, I don't know, kind of make something a little bit different. Now I'm working in vectors, which means I can do stuff like this, which is nice. Let's play around with this a little bit. I'm not happy with that. Not really happy with that. Let's see. I'm just kind of sketching some ideas here because there's nothing wrong with any design, but some are better than others. Ooh, I kind of like this idea. Just kind of playing around with it. Oh, I like this idea a lot. It's not going to be a perfect stone, but I kind of dig it. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. Now I'm going to change colors because I'm going to do a fill, just a basic fill. And when you have two different colors, it's easy to get rid of the secondary color. So I'm just going to kind of go for the moment. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I am going to, because I had some grass tucked up in here, and it was a trick that I did. So what I did is I drew my little tufts of grass like this. And when I fill in the rock, it will look like the grass is growing in front of this rock without me having to try to color match everything. And it's, you know, it's not a perfect system, but it worked, and I'm going to continue it. I don't like how this is looking, so we're just gonna tighten this up a little bit. Okay, these 2 points are not connected. That means my ink will get out. Okay, that's good. Now I need to connect this one over here. Alright, now this needs to be connected. Who knew? Oh, that was rude. Back in. There you go. Alrighty, now we're going to smooth this whole thing out just a little bit. Make it a little bit better. There we go. And let's go over here. Let's use my and now we're going to go ahead and grab this gray, and we're going to fill this in with any luck. Apparently there is a hole in here somewhere, but haha. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this red. Boink! So that when I come back over to the scene, you see the grass is kind of poking up. I'm going to have to tweak some things, but the grass is poking up here. So that's what we're going to do here. So now we're going to take that darker color, and we're going to just kind of, I don't know, play around with some stuff. Not sure what I want to do just yet. This is me making this crap up as I me not knowing how to use words. That's what this means. This is me making this crap up as I go along. So with any luck here, we'll kind of figure this out. Smoothing, that's 5. Let's do this at 4. And then let's paint fills only. That way if I paint outside these lines, I can just get rid of it. And I think, nope, that did not work the way I wanted it to. Let's make this just a little darker for the moment. Actually, we're just going to make it red for the moment, just so I know what I'm looking at here. So do that, and see how it's painting underneath the red lines here. And make this all jaggy and janky. Have some fun with it. Make it more rock-like. Alrighty, so how's everyone doing out there? Is everyone having a good morning? I hope so. Oop, that broke my line. Why did it do that? Let's not do that. We're supposed to paint under that line. There we go. And then I'm going to take this guy. We're going to sharpen him up just a little bit. We're going to take these guys and do something similar. There we go. And let's get a smaller brush. Twink. 4. Let's go down to 2. And this is just me playing around, having some fun. I didn't like that. Let's not do that. I like it over here, though. Let's keep that there. Alrighty, now let's get some highlight color. Definitely. Put some of that in here. Yeah. Ooh, it looks like my computer is having a hard time keeping up. Doesn't like this streaming stuff. It's like it's making me work. Computer's old, so I'm using an old guy voice. Alright. Alright, I'm glad everyone's doing well. And I really hope this is interesting. I know this is literally me drawing a rock, and it's like watching paint dry, but this is kind of the stuff I work in. I like working in vectors because when I zoom in, and I've shown this before, I'm at 2000% zoom. And of course now I see where the line's broken. And there are no jaggies. I mean, yeah, these things are a little rough because it's just I haven't smoothed them out. I can grab these, smooth them a little bit. There you go. See, some of the jaggies that are innate to them go away. That's gonna but I can turn this into a postage stamp, or I can blow this up to be a billboard, and I don't have to do any extra work other than export it at a different size. Alright, so other than grabbing this red line, ooh, you're right, there's where the break is. That's a big break too. Not that it matters, it's just art, right? Fine. And then we will use that, and then we're going to get rid of my samples over here, and then we're going to bring these letters back in, and I'm going to do something with these. Now that we've got something different, whoops, to work with, let's take these guys, let's do something fun with them. Let's make them, this is just a font like gobbledygook or something like that, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to... Yeah, they need a glow. What do you guys think? I think they need a glow. That's just my thought here. I'm going to take this, and we're going to make some more layers. So that's my overlayer. And I'm going to insert another layer here. I'm going to get a slightly darker color. We're going to go and just... Bleh. I'm not worried about being overly neat. Apparently I'm still drawing underneath stuff, so let's fix that and do that again. Wow. This is what happens when the computer does exactly what I told it to do. It frustrates me. It does it on purpose. Alright, there we go. And I'm going to... And the reason I'm not too worried about how neat this is because I'm going to turn this into a kind of a background glow. It's probably going to take a few layers to get this right. Right now it doesn't look like anything. It's just me kind of keylining some stuff. And just now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this into a brush. Let's go ahead and hide that, and let's go ahead and fill everything. Just so I have enough material to work with here. And then we're going to take this and we're going to go back glow. Alright, and back glows are not opaque, so we're going to do that, and then I'm going to add an effect, blur. I blur everything, and then we're going to do that. So now we've got a little bit of an interesting background glow. I don't like the color though. I think I chose poorly with the dark color, so we're going to, everyone's locked. This is how easy hopefully it will be to change said color. Yay. Let's try a lighter. Whoops, that's not lighter. That is the exact opposite of lighter. And let's go back to the scene here. I think it needs to be lighter still. So let's take this and lighten it up even more. Let's be all willy-nilly with it. There we go. Go back over to the scene. Yeah, that's a little better. A little bit better. And then I think the numbers, whatever they are, need to be a little transparent too. So that's fine. We're going to go back to here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a blend effect. And then we're going to do overlay, just so it picks up a little bit of the background. And then that's not quite the effect I'm going for. I think the numbers themselves need to be a little bit lighter. But I like this rock shape better. Oh, eek, work with me. There we go. This, actually I need to open this up a little bit more. This needs to be probably that. And I may have to come back in here and do some highlight bits. Yeah, I'm going to do some highlight bits. And we're going to do those in a much lighter color. Almost a white. Not quite, but almost. A little. There we go. We're going to go B. Zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. Come on, computer. You can do it. There we go. Zoom, 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 zoom. There we go. Little hot spots in here. And let's make this smaller, because why not? Makes it cartoonish to do with sound effects. I'm almost the Michael Jordan here going, with my tongue. I'm like just a little short from sticking my tongue out when I do this stuff. If I ever do that, I'm sure you guys will let me know all about it. Alrighty. You guys still breathing out there? Yeah, I like that. I'm going to play around with that a little bit. You're going to smooth it out just a hair. Maybe not that much. And then we're going to turn this into highlight. We'll call it highlight. You know, I may spell it weird. Blend. Let's do, yep, just, oh good. I'm glad everyone's enjoying this. This is one of the few times I actually do some art. Ooh, that might work. And let's throw a blur on there just because, you know, blur. Not that much of a blur. Let's do a 3-pixel blur. And come back over here. And that is not showing up very well at all, is it? That's because I think I have this tinted too much. There we go. And it's just a background piece, so there we go. What do you guys think about that? I think I like it in general. I'm going to have to mess with some elements on the ground here, though. Or better yet, I'll just move it. Those elements were here first. Stop it. My computer is not happy with me right now. There we go. And there. There we are. Make it stand out better. All right, I can do that too. Wow. It really stands out now. How's that? It takes. I have a blue tint on most of the things because I'm kind of going for that that moment when the sun's coming up but everything's still dark. And it's okay for this to kind of stand out a little bit. That's not too bad. I can always add a little blue to the background color if I really want. But this is our new rock. I like it a lot better. I might move those scars and scratches around a little bit. But I like that. Let's do my best Bob Ross here. It's a happy little rock. Oh, it's less muddy. Thank you. Looks good, less muddy. Yay! Well, that's the other thing I need to do is I need to start doing some color on these near leaves and bring out some of their details too. I don't want too much. It's a cartoon. And I even have a little surprise sitting in here. Bink. Hey, doodly-dee, it's Boric and me. Just seeing what it looked like with a character, it gives a little more focus to the piece. I don't think I'm going to be using this character. By the way, this is Boric from my comic. He's in here doing silliness. Coming back from an adventure, apparently. And I like the idea of a character in there, but I don't know if that's the character I want in there. So we're going to take him out for the moment. Alrighty, are you guys enjoying this? Is this the kind of stuff you want to see me do? Do you want me to talk more about me trying to sell stuff? Let me save this real quick while I'm thinking about a file save. Here we go. Let me see if I can find fairy. I want to find that fairy. Now it's become personal. File. I'm just one more stab at it here. I have no idea where it got off to. And I have no idea where it will be. It always pops up in the weirdest places. And I don't know why it's where it's at, and I keep forgetting clearly where it's at. So let's see if I can find it real quick. Or, well, relatively quickly. It's not here, we know that. It's not here. You know what? I wonder if I put it... Let me check something out here. I don't think it's here. We've already looked in here, I believe. But I think I stuck it in a subfolder in here. But let me just make sure that what I'm looking for is not in the main folder here real fast. Spirit? No, that's not going to be it. Wraith, Speed of Time, Time Cop, Skyjam, Conan, and Pinky. You don't want to see that. Trust me, you do not want to see that. Fairy! Aha! Now, which version? The meh version. So, I've done fairies, and I've done her clothes. This is just me messing around with it. I enjoy this a lot. My kids are sitting, watching you, going, wow, Mom. No, I'm not that amazing, and this was not kid-friendly. Sorry. Didn't think about that before I brought this up. But this is a fairy that I did. So this is kind of the style of fairies that I do. I will now make her go away. We could add her to this piece that I'm working on here. Oh, you guys didn't see that. I was good. There's going to be some cartoon nudity. You might want to ask the children to cover their eyes. I'm going to flip in 3, 2, 1. Zink. So here's the fairy that I was looking for. Not exactly family friendly, and this would not be the piece I would do. I would Tinkerbell it up a little bit, put some clothing on her, but this is a piece that I was working on. This was the fairy that I was looking for. Okay, so going away, kids can now look again. I'm going to actually close her. Oink. So I don't accidentally pop her onto the screen. And going back over to here. Bink. So, hey, Rachel. Hey, how you doing? Didn't see you pop in there real quick. Yay. Yeah, this is just me kind of doodling. Story behind this piece was that I was going to do this piece. Oh, good. And we got off onto Scuttled, talking about my card game that's coming up. This goes live on the 25th of this month. And never got around to drawing this tree. So I actually got around to drawing this tree a couple of streams ago, which of course I skipped 2 weeks because air conditioning went out here. And so here we are with the tree, and instead of trying to do the tree and then get sucked into Scuttled, I started off with talking about Scuttled, and here's the tree. Yay, I tricked everybody. I still got in advertisements for my prints, for my keychains, for my comics, and just everything else that I've been doing. We're going to have a really good convention season. I'm really excited about things that, yes. Oh, hey, Ashley, how you doing? Yay! Glad you made it. Okay, so there are enough people who were here before, you'll notice. Not dyed. Not purple, not blue. Dink. Great t-shirt. The greatest t-shirt ever. World War I fighting ace. This is my man right here. I'm a huge Snoopy fan, for those of you who don't know. Absolutely one of my favorite and most inspirational artists in my life was Charles Schulz. But coming up, we are going to be coming into the convention season. I'm very excited about it. I'm actually kind of more excited that I'm actually getting this worked on a little bit, just kind of messing around with some backgrounds. I think the next thing I want to do, now that I've kind of got this sorted out, I'm going to probably do some gradients in here and play around with this a little bit more. Like I said, I don't like where this line's going. I might want to run it so it runs along with the carving just a little bit better. But for now, this will do. This is my milestone. Excuse the pun. And I think I'm now up to doing just some fun stuff. I might do some more light rays coming over here. I kind of want to add some more warmth to these leaves that are closest to the light, which will have the light kind of coming through them. And I think that's the kind of the next thing I want to do, but I got to figure out where it is. Tree, leaves in the wind, or dust in the wind if you prefer. Far leaves, tree. Are those okay? I need the back leaves. Foreground, shadows, tree, four leaves, four bush. I guess it's part of the tree now. Did I make it part of the tree? No, I don't think I did. So, guess these are the far. Yep, these are the far leaves. Duh. Let's get in here and just kind of look at these. And there's not a lot to them. There really isn't. I think we've got the sun here, and so I think I'm going to make some kind of little gradient that will make it darker back in here. I can get a little bit more light yellowish color in here, and we'll see how that goes. This is probably a bad idea, but we're gonna do it anyway. Okay, that's not how we do that. We're going to do a radial gradient. Right now we're gonna add a center color, which is going to be this color right here, and then we're going to have a darker version of this color. So let's go ahead and copy that color, and then how am I feeling about this? Yeah, I don't want it too dark. And then I want to add a little, let's take this color, and let's see, can I add some yellow to it? That's too much. Maybe that? No, not yellow enough. Oop, almost. Almost. There we go. Kind of something like that. Let's see how that looks. Like I said, this is probably going to end poorly. Then we're just going to take this whole thing, and we're going to say, let's fill. It doesn't matter where I fill it, because it's going to do that. Let's unlock that. Let's say, I want to fill it there. Apparently it's just going to do what the hell it wants. Did this do this backwards? Okay, is this the outer edge? Oh, it is. Well, let's reverse that then. How weird is that? Alright. Now, I'm going to fiddle around with that hotspot. I'm going to put that there. Let's see what this looks like. Open this up. Right there. Let's fiddle with it a little bit and just see how that makes me feel. Yeah, that's a little better. I might have to go in there and hand tint those. Of course, I want to put a little more, leaf detail in, just like maybe right here, maybe right there, because we don't need a whole lot to sell this. But I do like that little more yellow as we're getting towards the center of this rising sun. I might want to add some more of that over here separately, but overall, pretty good. What do you guys think? I think I'll do the same thing to the leaves in the wind, because they're loose. We'll grab everything, but some things I want to exclude. Let's see. Whoop. Kind of what I want to do, but I want to do it on a broader scale here. Still want that underside. Then we'll go, okay, we know that's there, so we're going to go ahead and put that there. Put our center here. I'm going to open it up just a little bit. Doesn't really make that much of a difference into these, do they? Although it blends them in a little bit with the tree. Ah, well. Alright, we're coming up to the top of the hour. Normally, I would not have a problem going 2 hours for this stream. But unfortunately, my schedule moved on my job. And so actually my stream starts half hour before I'm supposed to be in bed. So I really want to kind of play around with this some more with you guys. I'm really having a good time. I'm really glad everyone's here. Very happy with this piece. I've got some tweaking and stuff to fix on this, but managed to do a little bit of progress. It's always fun when I can do that. Thank you guys very much. What do you guys think about this piece? What should we do with this? Should we add a character? Should we add the fairy? Should we add good old Boric, who just happens to be sitting right here? We can add them both. I can put like a little fairy over here, or should we have? Oh yeah, I forgot he has a shadow. Oh yeah, he has a shadow too. Or we can leave it like this, or we can add something else. I'm going to leave it up to a vote. Listen to your guys' suggestions and see who comes up with something fun to do with this piece. In the meantime, May 27th through 29th is Phoenix Fan Fusion 22 down at the Phoenix Convention Center. I will be launching the Scuttled Kickstarter on May 25th, as you can see right there. A little bias. I'm all for Boric. Yes, that's my girl. Speaking of all for Boric, ooh, yay! Don't forget, we got comics now, so we can send those out. Thank you. I'm glad you love it. Thank you very much. You like it? What about a goblin? I do have goblins. I have lots of goblins, actually. Goblins could be a thing. I have a monk. I have a goblin monk. Don't ask. Don't judge. It was a character concept. We could do that. That'd be kind of fun. Like I said, we do have a convention coming up. And at the convention, I will have comic books, t-shirts, which I didn't get to show here, more buttons and pens. Of course, we now have the I Can Has keychain. And we have Baby's First Horde keychain. Because, blue dragons. I will give the other colors some love here. I just had to start someplace. And then, of course, Baby Cthulhu. Ooh, a dragon in there would be good too. We have all kinds of funs with dragons. We do baby dragons. We do a big dragon. We have fun with dragons. Let me see. Let's open. I'm going to go into just real quick before I sign off here. Playing cards, posters, and art. Speaking of dragons, I should have. Is Dragonflight in here? I may not have. Oh, Flight for. No, it's Flight for All. I wonder if I got. Oh, Night Flight. That's what it's called. Don't even remember what my own stuff is called anymore. Okay, there's the 20 by 14. So another one of the prints that I will be doing in canvases, like the ones behind me, are going to be Dragonflight. Wish I lived closer so I can buy some merch. You know I can mail merch to you. I take money from anybody. So, like, these are 20 by 30s. This particular piece here comes in a variety of sizes. I have 8 by 10s. I have 20 by 14s, which is the bigger version and what this is for. Then these are 20 by 30s. So these are going to be available. This is also available as a button. I mean, a little button this big. I think I have a 5 by 7 of this too. Because, you know, I'll take your money. But we were talking about dragons, and we could do a full-blown adult dragon like this. Or we can do like my little baby dragons in there somewhere. I have, what's the piece? Let's see if I can find it. Open. Let's find, don't know if I have Smith & Wesson in here or not. Well, I also have adult water dragons. Let's see, that's going to come up. Yeah, I think this is the 5 by 10. So we have, you know, adult dragons. My adult dragons tend to look like this. You want the water dragon or the Night Flight, which is the one previous to this, which was this one. So I still need to get to you. Just decorate my house already. I guess I'm taking a U-Haul and a bunch of art, and I'm going to Oklahoma. But these are the kinds of things that you will find at the booth. Uh-oh. All the dragons. Just decorate my house with all the dragons. I got 3 slashes from Murph Master. I'm going to wrap this up because I do have to go to bed because I work nights. I'm very grateful for each and every one of you that's on here. I'm very grateful for every bit of support you give me, whether it just be moral support or working on a website or kicking my butt to do more art or helping me at a booth at a convention or running and picking up comic books. Why aren't you illustrating kids' books? Why, I am, Paul. I just don't get around to finishing writing the kids' books. Here, real quick, just for Paul. Open. I have a project called The ABCs of Adventure. Where is it? Here it is. And let's see if I can get a working file here and bring this up over here for you. A is for the adventure, a fatal thing that in one's brain does seep. File. Open. B is for the booty that misguidedly our hero will choose to seek. C is for the dank and dreary cavern that is truly not for the meek. And I'll give you one more. D is for the mythical dragon that ancient epic tales of speak. So I just got to get around to finishing this thing. We will need to discuss this so I can place an order. Of course. Of course. Paul, I'm always open to projects. If you got somebody who needs somebody who illustrates in my style, that's the problem. When you have somebody illustrating, they have something in their head, as you well know. And unfortunately, my breadth of style is not that great. That's on me. I need to fix that and push that. Get on it! Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. That would be my friends kicking me in my butt to make me finish art. I have actually been actively working on this. I've been sketching some of the other letters. I think it's kind of funny. I think it's whimsical, and I think it's a good time, and I know how it ends. Hint, it doesn't end the way you think it's going to end. But this, if I can find, right now I'm doing this with a 5x9 format, and I don't think that's going to be the finished format. Ergo, I've got these weird borders and things on this. So at some point, I know I'm going to have to massage this to whatever the actual format is going to be down the road. But yes, I would like to finish this. This is my plan, to have this finished for next season. I do not think I'm going to get it finished by Tucson Comic-Con, which is in September. But my goal is to at least have everything sketched and ready to get to this point, and then find a publisher and figure out what their format is going to be. Yes, kids need to read, period, the end. And I do support that. There's a local charity here called Kids Need to Read, and I think they do amazing work. But yes, I agree. Okay, I will sit here and you guys will derail me for another hour, because you're my friends and you love me and you love derailing me, which is half the fun of this stream, by the way, is to see how far people can derail me. And it's not hard. It's probably the easiest game in the world to play. But I do have to consider the fact that I have to work tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and leave the stream here. I want you guys to know, not only are you loved, I love you. You guys are all amazing, each in your own way. You're beautiful, and you deserve great things in your life. This world is hard enough as it is, so don't beat yourself up. Not only are you loved, you're deserving of that love. Always remember that, please. And with that, I'm going to have to say good night, everybody, and thank you so much for coming to the stream. You made it so much fun, and the support has been amazing. Thank you very much.